Namaskar, dear seekers, and welcome to all for the collective meditation. So I hope everyone is doing fine on this weekend. So, dear seeker, just to share in short how we will go ahead with the collective meditations. So what we will do, we will play a divine name, and today we will play the divine name of Shri Gurudev Datta. And welcome to all. So we'll play a divine name of Shri Gurudev Datta. And at that time, for those who are familiar with meditation, you can just close your eyes and you can do your own meditations, and you can regulate the sound as what helps you to concentrate, and you can listen to the divine name in the background. Similarly, for those who are more familiar with chanting, it is an ancient technique from India of repeating a divine name or a mantra, or for some it can be a guru mantra. So you can do the same. You can just close your eyes and concentrate on repeating the divine name or mantra that you are familiar to. And same, you can also regulate the sound of the audio and listen to the divine name in background. Or if you would like also, you can try to repeat also if you would like. For those who are new to chanting or new to meditations, you can just close your eyes. You can take few deep breaths initially and try to concentrate and focus on your own breath. You can try to listen and also to the divine name in background. But you can see for some of you it may be easier to listen. Just listen. If you want to try to repeat, you can try as well. Or if you find difficult, you can just listen to your own breath or follow your own breath. Dear seeker, also for those who are chanting, something that you can try to see, or those who are meditating, you can try as well sometime to synchronize the divine name, the chant, along with the breath. It is something you can try. You can try. If it happens naturally, it's okay to do also. Why we play also this divine name today, or this divine name of Shri Gurudev Datta, is because negativity is predominant and in the atmospheres and everywhere. So when we try to meditate and chant, actually the sound has the ability to purify the surrounding or the atmosphere or the room where we are. And at the same time, this divine name, when we repeat a divine name, we also imbibe this divine principle. And the divine principle of Sri Gurudev Datta is to give a protective shield against departed ancestor or negative energy. So of course this divine name helps to protect from departed ancestors and give momentum also to some extent to them in the afterlife. So dear seeker, also as a small exercise, I will ask you to at one point to close eyes and try to contemplate deeper inside what you feel, whether you are feeling calm from within or tense, whether there are many thoughts, less thoughts. And in the end, when we will stop the audio, that will actually be the end of the collective meditation, but I will ask you to remain with closed eyes for a minute or half a minute and just do the same exercise to contemplate what you feel inside and of course compare and see what you feel. So dear seekers, you can sit comfortable now. You can close your eyes. Try to take a few deep breaths initially. And then try to see what you feel from within. And then in half a minute, we will start the collective meditation.
Sri Gurudev Datta, Sri Gurudev Datta, Sri Gurudev Datta, Sri Gurudev Datta. Sri Gurudeva Datta, 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 Sri Gurudev 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 Datta, Sri Gurudeva 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 Datta, Sri Gurudev 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 Datta. 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 Sri Gurudev Datta.
Dear seekers, you can remain with closed eyes. For those who come in between, you can see, contemplate deeper inside to see how you feel, whether calm or tense. And then you can write on the chat how you feel, or any question also. Okay, dear seeker, just wanted to share that tomorrow, usually we have the collective meditation, but tomorrow it is cancelled. We have some travel. We are traveling in caravan, so we will not be able to have the collective meditation, but it will resume on Monday. So Monday, also Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday, of course, that we will have the collective meditations. Wanted to share also that since Wednesday coming, that will be on 30 June, we will have the series, and the topic, actually no topic, it will be just question answers. I don't know if some of you remember, you can just ask any questions on spirituality, that you have any doubts about spirituality. It's open questions. And as well, some, if you want to come, you would put a form now, and some of you, if you would like to ask questions by voice live, become a guest, you can actually register. We will take two type of questions. We'll take usually question on that you write on the chat, or either YouTube, Facebook, and we immediately answer. And this time also it will be like last time, like a month ago, where actually you come on live, and then you can speak and share by voice directly to us. We can have interactions. So if you wish, you can suggest your name and the questions also that you have. Everyone is welcome. So that is on 30 June. So dear seeker, just also to share, because we have an interesting topic that will come on 7 July. It will be how to forgive yourself and others, because often almost everyone have to some extent either a guilt feeling, so not either to forget to forgive oneself or forgive others because someone may have done something to us, but just to realize that actually remaining in the past harm us in all aspects of life, and of course in regards to spiritual progress. So we will actually share with you, and you can learn what can be the way or the simple way to forgive self and others. So this is something you can share also if you would like to share to others who feel maybe interested in this topic. And of course the topics that I shared earlier about open questions on spirituality. So I think some of you wrote, I think from Ranjit, you said at the beginning of session, for the first 5 minutes, I was able to hear the chant within. I am hearing chant during night as well. That's a good thing, Ranjit. Today, you had focus in the beginning, and then you felt sleepy, but now you feel fresh. From Lucero, you say gratitude. From Kate, you are feeling light and happy, and you experience healing. From Trupti, you say why we chant Lord Dattatreya. Actually, about Dattatreya, we recommend initially that at least to chant 2 hours per day. Why? Because almost everyone is affected more or less to some extent by departed ancestors, because has more and more practicing spirituality is less. So the chance for someone to become to be stuck, or the ancestor to be blocked in the afterlife, is higher, and of course it can go up to 7 generations. So that's why actually some are affected medium, mild, or severe. So that's why initially we recommend, because this divine name has that ability to protect from departed ancestor as well as to give momentum to them. From Ranjit, you said, from Sonali actually, you said lot of yawning, now you feel positive. From Andrea Rodriguez, you felt, I feel very calm and positive. From Kate, you have another question. When doing healing remedy with a chant, how long should each remedy be done? Like, let's say, nyas, let's say, posture. There is no limitations. Your shoulder will tell you when to stop because it will start hurting, no? But there is no limitation for it. Salt water, there is limitation. We should not exceed more than 15 minutes. Why? Because after the negative energy that has been sucked out, can come back to the body. So that's why we recommend not to. Similarly with box, whether it is box, incense, especially box or there is no limitation of time, because the box itself is ether principle. So it does the healing on its own. We just have to place it in front of us. From Yogamaya Dasi, you said, I was chanting but had a bit of mind chattered. When I started focusing on Lord Krishna, from it awakened spiritual emotion and all my got destroyed. Shattered got destroyed. From Alexander, you feel healed and protected. And from Artama, I feel hot in my body and sweating. So actually Atarma is good, because this heat actually shows that there is a fight between the positive that you chanted and the negative affecting, or the black covering that is around us. So that is a good thing. From Alvaro, at the beginning could not focus on the chant and also a lot of unnecessary thoughts. You still have unnecessary thought, but you feel lighter. From Trunk, you feel nice spiritual cleansing. From Tom Rock, you calm mind in a peaceful state today. Also, you put the feet into warm water and Himalayan salt. So you did salt water at the same time. From Edith, I experience healing and feeling now very calm. High broad chakra feel light and clear now too. That's nice. From Sumit, you say gratitude. Okay, some of you. From Sarika, you are feeling calm and blissful. And then from Yolanda Cosma, you have a question. What is the reason for departed ancestors staying around or afflicting people? And my other question is, how long do they stay around before they move to the another dimension? So actually, it's two questions you have. So the first one is why they stay around us. So just to explain, it's a matter of spiritual capacity. So if they don't have enough spiritual capacity, then their subtle body is not able to move in the afterlife, so they get stuck. And because they need help, then they will, for there is two reasons. One, they need help, so they start to come back to us to get our attentions, so they can create different small problem in our life. Some, because they are stuck and they have unfulfilled desires, then they try to fulfill their cravings and desires through their descendant. So in a way, that's why they can affect others, and in this way it's more severe. Some can have also attachment to the other generations, or they may have revenge. So there is some give and take account also. So there are, as I share, few ways. Either they just want to get attention, or they can actually, because they want to fulfill their cravings or they have attachment, they in a way get stuck and affect the descendant. And how long they stay actually before they move again, that will depend from two factors. One factor depend how much they need to move in the afterlife. So if they just ask for help and then we do something for them like chant, so the ancestor may get relieved within a short time. But if they have cravings or they fulfill their addictions, they don't want to go. Or we have give and take account with them, so it may take time. For some, it may take months or years. But of course, it will depend on the seeker. If the seeker does proper spiritual practice and chant with dedications, then definitely the ancestors also, because God is more powerful. So at one point, they will have to move in the afterlife. They will have to leave the person. So it usually departed ancestors don't have as much power, we can say, as compared to real negative energy, who is much more difficult for the negative to leave. But just to remember, today also negative energy is there, so can influence also the ancestors. So just too important is, that's what we recommend to chant at least to everyone 2 hours if it is mild. But if it is a person experiencing different severe problem, then we recommend to chant around 6 hours of Shri Gurudev Datta per day. Or different type of addictions also. We have many case study of seekers who have overcome different problem just by repeating Shri Gurudev Datta. I myself also experienced it, that I stopped smoking within 3 days, and I got free from different symptoms that I had within a short time by actually repeating Shri Gurudev Datta. I got free actually in a short time, but completely free from departed ancestors within 1 to 2 years, and then I didn't have to chant anymore. So to remember that Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, it's a chant that will help us to make progress and to continue. And Datta chant is a prescription chant that helps us to overcome a certain problem. So once the problem is over, then we don't have to do that chant anymore. But remember, we need to chant at least 2 hours per day, and we should at least try for 6 months and see what happens. So dear seeker, wishing you a blissful weekend and hope to see you next week in our live stream. Namaskar to everyone. Huh?